Dr. Margaret Cochran and Selma here. I know I promised you an ADHD Part 2 video, and I will make good on that. However, before we go there, I wanted to say a few words about COVID-19. These are challenging times. We're all living in uncertainty and in no small measure of frustration and fear. Everything is different and changing. Schools are closed or closing, activities and gatherings of all sorts have been canceled, and we are being asked to shelter at home and to venture out only for necessities like picking up groceries or going to a doctor's appointment or the pharmacy. Under normal circumstances, we in America are used to a great deal of personal freedom, so our current situation may be particularly grating to some among us. However, as lovely as individual liberty is, as has been said many times, freedom is not free, and sadly we have had to pay a great price and have gone to war more than once to keep it. We are at war again, this time with an invisible enemy, and we are once again fighting for our very lives and the lives of our loved ones. Our nation has weathered many storms, famine, economic disaster, multiple international conflicts, and other devastating medical crises such as tuberculosis, polio, SARS, MERS, HIV, and influenza, among others. We have survived and thrived despite it all, and we will again. However, as many survivors as there will be, lives will be lost. Not just any lives, not just the lives of other people, perhaps our own lives, or the lives of those in our families, the lives of our friends, and others close to our hearts. So what's to be done? Well, let me say in all candor, you have reason to be afraid. Not to panic, mind you, because panicking is pointless, but you do need to be afraid. Let me explain what I mean. You see, fear is either a wonderful teacher or a horrible master. If you allow it to become your master, you will needlessly worry and fret, which is basically praying or putting energy toward what you don't want, a very bad idea. You'll be irritable and angry and look for someone to blame, and you'll use language to describe this illness like the Chinese flu instead of the correct and more descriptive COVID-19. With fear as your master, you will hoard goods and supplies, thus endangering others, including the healthcare workers on the front lines that just may be the people you need to save your life and the life of someone you love. Or worst of all, your master fear will endanger every one of us by having you go into a state of denial, and from there declaring that COVID-19 is just a hoax, and declaring that I'm not going to get sick. That happens to weak, old people. I'm strong and healthy. No one's going to tell me what to do. You know, the terror-based, arrogant kind of thought process that exponentially increases body counts. If you let fear teach you, however, you will recognize the problem and set about solving it. You will be cautious and circumspect in your interactions with everyone. You will go out only if it is a necessity. You will wash your hands, keep household and automobile services cleaned and bleached, and you will stay in, away from those around you as much as possible, as the CDC and the WHO have advised us to do. You will check on those who might have difficulty getting out for the things they need and ask if you can help. You can easily do this with a 6-foot personal perimeter, or you can check in via telephone, Skype, or FaceTime without any physical contact whatsoever. You will revel in each moment and recognize how very precious life is, and those of you with the means to do so will make sizable donations to food banks to help families who are on the edge because jobs have gone away and businesses have temporarily shuttered. We are all one. There are those who are very frightened by such an idea, but it is the truth. And in times like this, it's so obvious and so very clear that there's no denying it. No one is exempt from COVID-19, no matter your race, gender, age, skin color, cultural heritage, socioeconomic status, or physical location in the world. And we are all made from the same genetic code, the same proteins, cells, atoms, and protons. Yes, protons, just like the stars. We are all part of the great mystery that is creation, source energy, God, whatever you want to call it. We all have grandparents, parents, spouses, lovers, children, and infants that we love. We all have the same needs and feelings. We are, every one of us, stardust after all. So I fervently hope that you will let your fear teach you, and let history teach you as well, because if you consult it, you will clearly see that we are a species of survivors. We can choose not to let this pandemic define us, but allow it to inspire us to greater love, kindness, empathy, and achievements of all kinds. The universe has hit the reset button and given us all an opportunity to evaluate the way we live and treat others, to consider thoughtfully the things that matter to us, how we conduct ourselves in the world, and a chance to jumpstart advances in science, medicine, ecology, clean energy, green industry, and to provide affordable health care for all, and to reach out to those who are stuck in poverty and need education and training. This is an incredible opportunity if we avail ourselves of it, and I hope with all my heart, that we do. Please take care of yourselves. You're here for a reason, and we need you. And you need us too. Don't lose sight of that. If you remember nothing else from our encounter today, please don't forget this. When any one of us is wounded, we are all hurt. And when any one of us is healed, we are all made better. We've come to the end of our time. We'll talk again soon. And until then, Selma and I want to wish you lots and lots of courage, health, and wisdom, love, and magic.